I do know Myka and James and Huxley personally, but I felt like on behalf of adoptive parents, I needed to say something. Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys are doing good. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of get right into it. I feel like I've heard other YouTubers say this before, like they say, oh, you know, I didn't want to film this video, or I thought about filming, you know, and it's so like
wrestled,
wrestled, and I've heard it and you're kind of like whatever, but it's so true. We didn't think we were going to be addressing this or talking about it, and it kind of hit both of us this morning that we really were obligated to, that we really needed to, for lots of different reasons, and those reasons I'm going to go into and I'm going to talk about. So for those of you, I'm assuming, so I'm addressing this to our subscribers, because you guys know us, you know our family, you know Hampton, you know most of our story. But if you are just finding us, my name is Kendal, this is Daniel.
Hi.
We have 5 kids, and we do have, our youngest, Hampton, is adopted, and he does have special needs. And in fact, he just, actually today's his birthday, so he just turned 7. So I think, honestly, I think just, it's really, Hampton, it just kind of hit me today, just with his birthday and just seeing him and just realizing how much we love him and just who he is as a person. It just kind of prompted this conversation between Daniel and I. And I know that most of you know what we're talking about. We are, what has prompted this video is yes, what has been happening, or what did happen with Myka and James Stauffer and their adopted son. I do want to say, I don't know if this is relevant or not, but I think a lot of you do know this, and that is why you have reached out to me asking my thoughts, is because I do know Myka and James and Huxley personally. We have met them, we've gotten together, we did film videos together. So you may have seen those. That was 2 years ago. We had the pleasure of meeting sweet Huxley, and he is just as precious as you see on camera in real life. And I have to tell you that my girls literally fell in love with that boy. So he is precious. That's just a little bit of history. That, I don't know, just information that I just wanted you to know, if you didn't. But what I want to talk about today, I want to keep this classy and clean and do it with integrity, because I'm doing it on behalf of adoptive families everywhere, and on behalf of the children that are adopted, and specifically special needs children. I feel like, because I have a platform, we have a large YouTube channel, and we have adopted, and we have a special needs kid, like we're qualified to address it and to talk about it. And I feel like sometimes silence is the right thing to do, okay, and the right road to take. But sometimes silence isn't always appropriate in certain circumstances. And I just feel like for this one, we wanted to share our thoughts. Again, just for Hampton, because as I saw him come down the stairs today, I was like,
you kind of teared up a little bit.
I did tear up, and I was like, I have to talk about this. I even talked to a friend, another YouTube friend, and just kind of bounced my idea off of her, because I wanted to make sure my motives were right and pure, and I just wanted to talk to her, and I don't know, she just encouraged me, and so I just like, we're gonna do it for Hampton, and for, if you have a special needs son or daughter, for yours, and for the adoptive community, because I think the adoptive community right now is a little upset, and they feel possibly threatened or attacked, and maybe they feel like that you know, the reputation of adoptive parents could be questioned. You know, I think more so maybe even YouTube adoptive families, I don't know, but I definitely want to come to their defense too, the ones that do it with love and class and heart. We did not get to, unfortunately, film Hampton's adoption process. I wish we had, but we weren't on YouTube then. So a little bit of backstory so I can kind of share our story and then share, and there's our cat right there.
Crossing.
Sorry about that, it's real life here. Hampton is 7. He has special needs. He is on the spectrum. He is nonverbal. He does if you watch our videos, you know his language, okay? So he has his own language. He has motor delays. He's globally delayed. But other than that, Hampton is absolutely the most amazing child you will ever meet. And I don't want him any other way. I love Hampton just the way he is. I think the difference between Hampton and maybe someone that, or a child that is adopted overseas, is Hampton did not come from trauma. We got him at 3 days old. So, oh my gosh, please don't knock over the camera. Just gonna put it right there. So his special needs is, no different than any of my biological special needs, if that, if they had them. It didn't come from trauma. I don't know if there's their sons, Myka and Stauffer. I don't know if that came from the trauma. Probably did. He was dealing with other things. But I'm really just going to talk about our experience, okay, and our feelings. So we knew right off the bat that Hampton had, I'm going to keep this short about Hampton because I'm going to get into other things. So we knew right off the bat Hampton had special needs. We knew something was wrong. So we knew we were right, and here we are today, and he's come so far. I never thought we would be where we were with him. But I want to say, first, we believe adoption is for life. Like, I know he's quiet. Like, I know he tells me he wants me to, like, do the talking. But if but if you please interject, I'm so sorry. Like,
you're on a roll, and you don't want to cut in or anything.
But you can. You can if you feel like it. Please do.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
It's forever.
Oh, it's forever. And he's my baby, and he's no different than, Evie, Brinley, Kapri, Sebastian. He's mine. So I want you to know straight off, he's mine and forever. So when we adopted him, obviously, and I also want to say I'm not a hero. I'm not, I'm just not, don't pat me on the back. I didn't know that he had special needs, I never would have thought I was equipped to handle a special needs child. So, we kind of just
took it day by day.
Yeah. So we also had no help with Hampton, and the first couple years were very, very, very hard. Very hard. Because I didn't have the help of like family members. It was just, Daniel went to work and me with 5 kids, and it was challenging, and he required a lot of attention, and he's worth giving that attention to. Whatever it took, he was worth it. And I cried, I got upset, I felt lonely, I was tired. I called Daniel, I needed help. It was lonely at times. You felt like people didn't understand when you were explaining things, so you felt judged, all the things. Quite frankly though, I didn't know that you could rehome children. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So I don't think that would ever cross my mind anyways, but I certainly didn't even. So, but regardless, Hampton was worth fighting for. He was worth every tear, every sleepless night, which there was a lot, every frustration. I mean,
every unknown.
Every unknown.
As we were going through all the testing, not knowing, what was the result going to be.
Yeah, we didn't know. But Hampton was worth it, and he's worth fighting for. Like, I don't see any child as disposable ever for us. Whatever that meant, whatever road he was going to face, like, we were going to face that with him and together, and his siblings too, surrounding him, supporting him, and loving him. So I want to speak up on behalf of adoptive children, adoptive families, and just, I want to share that most of us view our children as our own. It just, there isn't a distinction. And
between adopted and biological.
Right, exactly. And your biological child could also have special needs. Like there's no guarantees in life. Like, welcome to parenthood. There's no guarantee.
At birth, you don't know, or it could happen later in life too.
Absolutely.
From an injury.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's always unknowns, and you don't know. But I know that when you give birth to a child, you say, I'm gonna love this child no matter what. And when you adopt a child, you say, I'm gonna love this child no matter what. Whatever that means, however hard it's gonna be. You push through and you fight. Like I look at Hampton and I'm like, you are worth fighting for. You are worth every hardship, every tear, all of it. And you still are. They're still like, we don't know. Will Hampton ever be independent? Maybe not. Like, he might be with us forever. Yeah. And like, I'm so okay with that. Like, I'm so okay with that. Yeah. I also wanted to bring up that I feel like potentially that any future families that share their adoptions with YouTube, or even ones that are currently sharing their journeys, that we can't all lump, how do I say this? We can't assume anything, like, it's hard to say because I just want to keep this also very clean and done right. Wrong motives. I know
for filming it.
Right. That I know families that have done it with the only intent to share the beauty of adoption, because adoption is so beautiful. I know some of you may have heard of Angela from This Gathered Nest. She has a few adopted kids, and she's shared her journey with such grace and realness and beauty, and with no other intent but to just share with the world how wonderful, to encourage others to adopt and to encourage those that are walking through it. So and
those videos have inspired people and caused people to want to adopt, and they've been great things. No wrong motives. The subscribers didn't feel that they were being taken advantage of or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just purely inspired.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just really fair to mention that too, that we want the adoptive community to share their stories. We want them to share, that on YouTube. We know YouTube is a great platform. And part of me wishes I could have shared that journey with you, because it was an amazing journey that we shared, or that we went through, and I wish we could have shared that with you. So I don't know, have I know there was something else I wanted to address. Here's the other thing. If you are outraged, or you are upset, or you're offended, whatever about what happened, I would encourage you to, if you're thinking, what can I do? How can I make it better? I know for me, what I would have loved to have had is help. So if you know an adoptive family that has a special need child, help them, offer to watch the child, or offer to, I know I couldn't go grocery shopping, I couldn't take Hampton out because he just cried. Maybe somebody could have offered to go grocery shopping for me. I don't know, but I think there are real tangible ways that you can help adoptive families if you're upset. And I understand, I'm validating, what does that sound? I'm validating your feelings of being upset. I think the adoption community is upset, and I understand. I think we don't realize that sometimes our actions can trickle down and affect other people's lives, and it has affected mine. And like I said, I didn't know whether or not to film this and talk to you guys, but I just felt obligated, because I know I've had messages of from you guys asking, and I don't blame you for asking. I'm an adoptive mom and I have a special needs kid, and I felt like I owed it to you guys to know where we stood, and that we believe adoption is forever. No child is disposable. And that's where we stand. We're firm on that. I'm not here to judge anyone for making different choices. I'm just telling you, for us and for how we view Hampton. And it's hard because I feel like it's okay to still even have an opinion about somebody else doing something, because there is a child involved. And, so I don't think it's wrong to, what's the word? I hate to say judge, but I don't know. Form an opinion. I think
it's fine for everybody out there outside of the space to as subscribers and followers, to feel to share their opinion and their opinion strongly.
Yeah.
We just have to do it a little more cautiously.
We have to do it cautiously because I want to be careful. We're in a space, you know, and you don't ever want to come across as ever bashing other YouTube families, and that's not what we're doing. We're simply sharing our side and how adoption is beautiful and can be done right, and but also letting you know that we think adoption should be forever, and that it is a very selfless thing to do, and that parenting is a selfless thing. You literally have to give up your wants and your dreams, potentially temporarily, while you parent any child. And when you have a special needs child, it is harder, and you do have to just let go of the things that maybe you want, maybe the job you wanted, maybe the lifestyle that you wanted, because they are more important, and you have to see it from that perspective. Not that it is easy, it is hard, and I realized I cried over that. I cried over things that how I thought things were gonna go, you know, and that's okay. It's coming to terms, it's realizing. But like, had you told me that, sorry, the camera cut off, so I had to restart, but had you told me when Hampton was 2, that at 7 he would be the way that I wouldn't have believed you, because it was so difficult. But he has come so far. He is so amazing. He's so happy. He's so happy. You know Hampton, you know how happy he is. And we just feel blessed. So that's kind of where we are. You do with whatever information you handle, and that the way that you feel like you should. I hope this video is taken well. It came with really good intentions, but I felt like on behalf of adoptive parents, I needed to say something because we have the platform, and I was silent and wanted to stay that way, but this got big, and everybody knows about it. Even my friend that came over last night was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like, people that aren't on YouTube, they're just in the world, they know about it. And I know the adoptive community is upset, and I get it. And I just wanted to speak on their behalf and speak on special needs kids, that they are just worth it. They're just worth it. They're not a inconvenience, you know? So I hope that you receive this well, and I hope you understand, and I hope, you know my heart, you know where we stand. I hope it's clear where we stand.
Others who have adopted that are on the platform that are... I hope it's clear where we stand, and you understand that. So I think that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I also wanted to tell you really quickly that our comments often get taken away from YouTube, so I want you to know that we didn't turn comments off on this. We would love to have discussions in the comments. Your thoughts, your feedback. If we have comments, so please comment, but if we don't, we did not cut them off YouTube. That's just all they always cut off. I was about to say he. They always cut our comments off. But I do have Instagram. Feel free to DM me, to comment on a picture about your thoughts, your feelings. It's r.life. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being so supportive. And you know what? Thank you for loving Hampton, because whenever I post things about Hampton, you are obsessed, and you love him, and I love him, and just thank you for being so supportive of him. And when Hampton does something like a milestone, you guys rejoice, and it is like we have this huge family, and I love that we can bring you along on that journey too. So that's it. We love you. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening.
We appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.